Morning, everybody. So a little update on the track build. I'm scratching the stock gauge cluster because it was busted up. So I took the 5th gen cluster automatic, but I think I can make it work. So what I did was I took a wiring diagram and found out what wire did what. And again, I mean, the only things that I needed was the speed, tach, oil, coolant temperature sensor, low fuel sensor, check engine light, and fuel gauge. Luckily, I had taken the harness as well off the 5th gen. So all I need to do is take the wires that I took off the gauge cluster and run them into the harness for the ECU side. I'll kind of show you what I mean. So there's the gauge cluster for the 5th gen, automatic again. So this is what I did. So I pretty much cut the remaining harness off, taped it off, just in case I wanted to go back, because I do have the lighting working on the car. I don't have any blinkers or anything, but the 7 wires that I did need, I kept them separate. As you can see, these 7 here. So I'm gonna run these, and it'll actually get rid of this jumbled mess right here. I won't have to piggyback into the ECU. I can actually plug them, find their corresponding wire in that loom, plug them in, and I should be set. So yeah, that's it for wiring. I'm gonna try to knock that out today, and then let me get you over and see what my exhaust setup looks like. Okay, so I went ahead and picked up a high flow cat. It honestly, I don't think it's a high flow cat. It looks just like a resonator with a O2 bung welded onto it. But anyways, so there's the exhaust. I got a piece of exhaust tubing with a flange that'll fit the that there, and then I cut it to length and had an exhaust shop weld that up for me. So then now that I got the flange placement set up, I'm gonna have them weld that so that way the exhaust is nice and straight. And then let me go ahead and hook it up, and I'll show you where it's gonna be. So that's how she's gonna sit, nice and tucked into the tunnel. I had to scrap the original heat shield idea because it wouldn't fit. It just hung too low for my liking. And then I had to remove that bracket that went across there to get it to fit. But overall, I think it's pretty good. And then I'll end up wrapping with some heat wrap all along there, keep it. Then I also have to make a heat shield for the shift linkage there at the bottom. So I'll custom fab that. But there she goes. My only other concern for it being this close or tucked in is the sway bar. It's like right up against it, so I might just probably grind that down flat a little bit, or I might lower it a little. I don't know, but that's pretty much it. So I gotta weld that guy, and then weld some hangers here, there, and then something, tie this in somewhere somehow with some hangers as well. Well, that maybe in the tunnel on the frame. I don't know. I'll have my exhaust shop figure it out. So I figured out what I might do for the hanger on the muffler side. That bracket was actually flipped upside down. It's supposed to go upside down in the tunnel. So what I might do is actually just trim it from like right here, so that way it sits flush on both sides. Trim it here so it sits nice and flush to there, and then put like some kind of dampener or something, heat resistant dampener under here, and then a strap around to kind of hold it up. And yeah, and then that way all I'll need is the 2 hangers on that side. But I got it bolted up right now. I really want to hear how she sounds. So about 3 weeks left before the first event for VTech Club. Kind of pretty close. Still got quite a bit to do. The main thing I'm really waiting on is the traction bar from One Fun Ride, so I can finalize the radiator, and then just a few odds and ends that I mentioned in the previous video. And then what else? R1 Concepts is on board. They're going to be hooking it up with a diamond slider rotor from their E-Line series, and some ceramic or semi-metallic, I'm sorry, brake pads. They don't have their performance stuff in yet, so I'm just going to run that until they get a performance setup pad. Stainless steel lines still need to be done. I need to put the hose around the heat shield that I made, and then a buddy, John, aka Decal Villain, over to Instagram, go check it out. I'll put his Instagram in the description, but check these out. So action clutch is on board. Stage 1 clutch kit, light and flywheel, case board, obviously they're on board, case board coilovers all around. So yeah, let's go throw these bad boys on, shall we? Well, that looks cool. I don't know, stickers make a car look so much more better, right? I just gotta shrink that down just a little. It's a little too big for my liking, so I can fit it like right here. And then, but yeah, not too shabby. I like it. Shout out to Decal Villain for hooking those stickers up, and the DNA Automotive. If you guys need any decals or t-shirts even made, he has t-shirts that he made for me. Hit him up. Thanks. Once again, thanks for watching. You guys have any questions about the build, shoot me a question, I'll answer it. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Thanks. Power. Fuel. Mission. Still very loud.